National Championship Monday. Houston and Florida. It's down to those two. It's down to us two, Mark Zinno, as it always is here on the Morning Wager, as we attempt to educate and entertain, not necessarily in that order. We do have a best bet on tonight's championship
game. Canceled on social media for off-air color jokes, off-air jokes that we tell.
Do you think Joe Ranieri really was recording us?
He probably was. Anyway, we were just discussing at length.
You're going to find out.
We were discussing at length how much Duke sucks. God, I mean, listen.
Is that what we were discussing?
Well, it was an offshoot of that. You can't lead by 14 with 8 minutes left, 9 by 2 minutes left, and 6 with 30 seconds left, and blow that lead if you're Duke, man. And here's why I'm pissed. Okay, apologies to everybody. 5% loser. Look, I knew the gamble that it was. What bothered me, and I wrote this on Twitter. I knew it was like a possibility. I just discounted it because it was so slim, that game script developing. You and I talked about it. In what world was Houston down by 6 or 7 at half, and then they come roaring back to win? Like, I don't think people realize, and you and I talked about this leading into the national championship game, like, can Houston pull off that feat twice in a row where they are down big and then come roaring back? Duke made one field goal over the last 10 and a half minutes of that game. One. Like, why is it I end up on the wrong side? That's the second 5% play. I end up on the wrong side of epically bad shooting performances in the second half. Thank you, Texas Tech. Not Chris Beard. He doesn't coach there. McAllister, whatever the hell his name is. You suck. Yeah, that guy too.
Yes, we've been through this when you wanted to beat up Chris Beard for no reason.
It wasn't his fault.
No, it wasn't. But it
was unreal. Houston had so many opportunities in that first half to control the game.
Yeah, but they couldn't make a shot at the beginning.
It was a 6-5 lead for Houston after 4 minutes. I'm like, perfect, let's go. This is right where we want this thing. They couldn't make shots. They just kept missing. It's very, very frustrating. Very annoying.
It was. Well, I mean, you know what? I was on the wrong end of a second half meltdown with my 5% play on Saturday, as Auburn, who was winning by 8 at halftime, did not win the game.
Does that make us 10% losers?
It does. I did get a little back. You know, I know you don't like when we do it, but obviously we own the losses. We'll talk about.
I hate you.
That was. I'll tell you what, Joe. That looked a lot like me watching the end of that game, even though I was on Houston plus 5.5. That was me on the couch right there at about 11:30. That's how I look at on most nights at the couch at 11:30. But I like Houston plus 5.5. I did have the under in Auburn, Florida, as well.
You need a shot to take the lead in the national semifinal. And you have the best player in college basketball on the planet on your team. Why do you just not drive? Why does every basketball player with the game on the line nowadays all of a sudden become the biggest wuss? I was trying to find the right PC word that I could use. Why Cooper Flagg pulls up for a fadeaway jumper? Dude, just go to the rack, says the short little white Italian guy. Just go to the rack.
It was a good look. He's taller. He was taller than the defender. It was a good look. He's got to make that shot.
He short-armed it. You don't try to draw contact and foul there. That's what I would do if I'm Cooper Flagg. I'm Cooper freaking Flagg. Draw contact. And this the play he drew up. Hey, Cooper, just pull up from 18 feet. I'd like to pull up from 18 feet. What I want is the Bob Knight grabs him by the throat, turns around and goes, just take the ball in the damn hole.
Remember when Bob Knight fell asleep on ESPN during his studio gig?
What's happening to your old? You get tired.
I guess you do. All right. That was Saturday. We're talking about Monday. We will talk again. We've got a best bet coming up. But
we're going to look. How long are we going to look? Oh, God. Oh, come on. Leave Bruce alone. I feel so bad for him. He's a guy I really want to win.
Does he have teeth in that picture? What happened there?
He has teeth.
Oh.
I mean, he's such a good coach. He's such a good man. I love Bruce Pearl. I want to move in with Bruce Pearl.
Okay, this is getting a little uncomfortable for me over here.
Not him. No, I don't like him. Go back to the other guy.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's talk. You know what we're going to go to now is Major League Baseball.
Look at you
because
trying to transition and keep the show on the rails. I don't like it when you do that.
uh,
I like keeping the show off the rails. It bothers you.
you know who else? You know who else at Wager Talk likes when I keep the show on the rails? Everybody else. It's what they keep me here, to keep you in line. I try my best. Some days I can do it. Most days I can't. Anyway, you want to
By
talk
the way, can I
about?
complain about one more thing?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
No, not him. I'd like to complain about Bryan Wu. You suck. I mean, I had it locked in yesterday. I had it locked in on Mariners. First 5 plus a half. They get a 2-0 lead, and this schlep gives up a 3-run bomb in the bottom of the 4th inning. Just cruising along, going along nice. Screw you, Bryan Wu. You're off there. No more Wu. No more Wu.
Woo!
Woo. No more. He doesn't. He's lost that. He doesn't get that
No,
anymore from.
we're not doing the Ric Flair for Bryan Wu anymore.
Nope. Nope.
No,
After what he did to
no
me yesterday.
wooing.
Nope. I
This is a
have
no
lost
woo
back-to-back
zone.
days. I'm not having fun right now, and I would like to. I'd like to clip him in the Gamma, so everything he says sounds like woo.
Well, after losing with the Mariners in the first 5
Yeah, we're
yesterday,
dumb enough to come back
what are you
again.
gonna do?
We're
What are you
dumb
gonna do
enough
today,
come back
buddy?
again. Because if at first you don't succeed, you try
Dust,
again.
your,
Logan
dust
Gilbert.
yourself off and try
Yes.
again.
Yes. Don't do that ever again.
I'm a
Logan
good
Gilbert.
singer.
Okay. At home. Very, very good. Very good. This year, in 2 home starts, what has he done? 12 innings, 18 strikeouts. That's pretty good. We like that. So
Mm.
back him at home. Opposing hitters are batting just 163 against him. He's only given up 7 hits in 12 innings. He's got a whip that's really low of 0.67 through 2 starts. Keep the guy at home. Going to be really, really good. As soon as he gets out on the road, we'll fade him. But right now, we're going to back him in the first 5 and hope the Mariners can score more than the Astros, who, oh, by the way, in case you haven't been paying attention, and I know
They don't score many runs.
Yeah, they don't score many runs. And guess what? If you're curious about how few runs that they score, Houston is the second lowest batting average against left-handers in Major League Baseball this year. They are second to last in OPS and WRC plus against left-handers this year. Yeah, buddy. And oh, by the way, the K rate, 4th highest against left-handers for the Houston Astros. Logan Gilbert, Seattle Mariners, first 5 run line, minus a very nice about 118. Very good. Let's go get it.
I'm going to be going to the Astros game this Sunday, by the way. I don't know if I told you.
You're going to be going to the
So,
Guardians game. That's a difference. You're not going to Houston.
I'm going to Houston this weekend.
Oh, you are going to Houston?
Taking a family trip here as our yes, we were going to go to England at first. That was sort of kiboshed by the powers that be, but we're going to Houston now, which is just like England. But I'm told, at least. So, all right, there we go. We move on from that game. Let's go to a day game. New York Yankees, Detroit Tigers. This has been moved up because it's a little chilly in the upper Midwest. There's snow on the ground.
You say this is a game that you would qualify as a daybreak?
Oh no, there we go again. Right. You had some not nice things
on the screen.
What's that? I don't know. You had some not nice things to say. That's, I believe, what's called in the Q industry term. Yes. Anyway, you had some not nice things to say about Carlos Rodon, who is starting for the Yankees.
He's a slob
this afternoon. Well, yes, you have said that many times before, and let's make it one more, I guess, here on the Morning Wager. Smash that like button if you, too, think Carlos Rodon is a slob. He is starting for the Yankees. When I told you that this game was on the road, you said, I really like where your head is at on this game. I'm taking the plus 1.5 with the Tigers. Tigers coming off a sweep here at home. Now, it was the White Sox, okay, but they got the bats going. That's good. The Yankees, they failed to sweep the Pirates yesterday. This is their second straight road series. But, guys, this is just in all seriousness about wanting to fade Rodon, who has 6 walks so far in his 2 starts. So some control issues there, Zinno. He gave up 4 runs last time out in a 1-run loss to Arizona. So both teams on Sunday, both the Tigers and Yankees were involved in 1-run games. If this is a 1-run game today, I don't care who wins because I'm taking plus 1.5 with the home team, the Tigers, only minus 118. I think that's a pretty good price here for them to at least be able to keep this within 1 run. That is my half of the double play.
They make the Yankees that heavy of a favorite in this game, straight up on the money line.
Yeah, and they're taking money too. It's one-way traffic. The way the bettors plan this one. It's the Yankees. People like them.
I don't. It's not fun to root for them anymore. It's just not. It's a problem.
Did you have any thoughts on Aaron Boone and his managerial skills? I had never asked you that
You're
before.
trying to piss me off. Okay, it's Monday. Okay, I got a 5% wrong over the weekend. I'm a loser, and I'm very upset about it. And I don't like John Shire. Duke pissed me off, and then stupid Woo pissed me off. And you're sitting here trying to push my buttons to ask me about Aaron Boone.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Mister, I'm here to keep it on the rails. Oh God, I just want to. Can I break my own computer screen right now? Is that a bad idea?
It would be, because then we still have a best bet to give the people. And I know how you like to
Well,
always give your 2 cents on these things. So, all right, national championship game. I have a 4% best bet on the game tonight.
no one
12,
cares.
despite, well, you know what? I'm going to tell them anyway, even if they don't care. How about that? 12-4 NCAA tourney run. Goes back to the start of the second round. 12-4, that's 75%. It's going to be a good college basketball season, regardless. Like top 4 for the season. Top 4, yours truly. But one of the 3 people ahead of me on the college basketball leaderboard happens to be my co-host, Mark Zinno, who also has a 4% best bet on the game tonight.
Yeah, good to know. Can I mean, I'm going to sound like a real douche when I say this. Is it fair for me to do this?
Sure.
We'll finish the college basketball season from January 1st to here, number 1. So
You're a good man, Mark Zinno.
as the song says, I am number 1. I am number 1.
Okay. All right.
We had a good run. It was a good season, man. We had a strong tournament. Like that 1-0-3 Friday, the first Friday of the tournament. Other than that, we've had a really, really good tournament across the board. We 2-1 on 5% plays. Same thing with BP, 4% play in the game tonight. So, or WCF/MZ. But it's been look, I'll tell you right now, remember how good I did this college basketball season and then fade me next year because I don't know if I can duplicate. I mean, dude, honestly,
you've been outstanding. I
did 62% in college hoops.
That's
from
very good.
First of the year to now. That's a full 3 months at 62%. That's really, really, really tough.
And you're probably pretty close to that for the year because I know what I'm at for the year and you're ahead of me. I'm like at 57% for the year and you're ahead of me. So there you go.
The morning wager has been this.
The morning wager will be sad to see college basketball go combined. It has been a great season for you and I, and we do have one more play to give out here on the show. It is going to be the first half under, so you don't have to wait long.
Look,
why wait until the end of the game when you can cash at halftime, Mark Zinno?
It's the same game script for Houston. I'm going to write the same game script I did against Duke. I don't think, don't even do that because they are not, Duke is not Duke, okay? You can do that in a minute, but just wait. The game script for Houston is to slow this thing down. Florida has to speed this thing up. Like I said, Florida can win an under game. Houston won't win an over game. Where did the total land last time? Right on the freaking number. So, and by more than a possession, guys, like if it's, within a possession of the total, I just don't think Houston has the ability to win an over game. It's not their style. It's not what they're going to do well. They are going to create a ton of pressure. Now, are they going to hold Florida to 1 basket over 10 minutes in the second half? I don't know that I would bank on that happening again, but they are going to create a ton of problems for Florida. And if Florida gets down by 8 at half or gets down by half against this defense, as opposed to the one that they played against Auburn, they're not coming back. And it's incumbent on Houston to be able to slow this pace down, grind it to a halt, take long possessions. And remember, by the way, Houston is the best 3-point shooting team in the country.
They are.
So, they can take a long time, chuck up a 3 and have it go in and just continue to put daggers in the hearts of Florida fans. So let's get the first half under 66.5 here as our show best bet.
Yeah, obviously from the Houston perspective, this is a pretty high total for the game. From the Florida perspective, it's pretty low. Styles make fights. I would concur with you that the side and total are going to be somewhat correlated here. Although I think your first point that you opened with, that Houston, that Florida could maybe win an under game, but Houston can't win an over game, I would concur with that wholeheartedly. So there you go. Show best bet, first half under 66.5. Smash that like button if you agree. Comment down below. How are you betting tonight's game? We would like to see that. Just make sure you subscribe if you want more videos like this. You're going to get them from us whether you hit that button or not. I'll tell you, because we're going to be back Tuesday talking Major League Baseball and maybe some NBA as well tomorrow. So no, we're going to have to find new ways.
Yeah, we probably should get into the NBA. Probably should do
I'm
that.
looking forward to the playoffs. The Western Conference is going to be very exciting in the NBA this year.
I think so. The
East is pretty depth shy, but the West has a lot of even teams there. So even though I think Oklahoma City's by far the best. So there you go. We'll be back tomorrow. Let's cash some tickets, everybody. One last game. Let's do it. 4% best bet. Both Mark Zinno and I have one. Go to our pages. Talk to you tomorrow. John Shire is still in shock.
Yeah. So am I. Loser.
Getting very personal.
Watch my winnings grow.